Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. I did a video the other day and I didn't really love it, so I decided to redo it. And one of the questions that I was asking myself, and I told you I just drive around, and when I'm driving from town, home and home to town, which is about 18 minutes through beautiful land, I think about things. I think about the gifts that I have in my life. And one of the things that came up for me is, what if you're wrong? And how does being this age impact that? Because you can be wrong and don't want to admit it. You can be wrong and admit it. You can be wrong and just get the lesson in it. That's the thing that's really amazing to me at this age, is being wrong about something related to an emotion or a feeling of shame or questioning yourself, your doubts. And nowadays it's just not that powerful. If you're wrong, you're wrong, and it doesn't matter in the long run. Certainly, I have made mistakes in my life, but one of the interesting things about making mistakes is you get the opportunity to learn when you make a mistake. Because at this age, you start to hopefully re-examine what was said or what was not said or what the meaning of it is. I think that's what happens. You start thinking about, what is the meaning of this event or time or talk that you had, and I'm telling you, it's okay to be wrong. Just learn from it. It's okay to be right. And when you are right, you no longer have to crow about it. You can just be right about things. I used to have what I call the committee of monkeys. I learned it a long time ago, and what a great idea it was. And actually, it turns out that in all the learnings that we've had, that some of that had to do with archetypes. So anyway, when I was younger, I used to have what I called a committee of monkeys. And as silly as that sounds, super important, because what I did is I started naming these personality archetypes or things that would come up for me. The doubt, that was Miss Doubtfire. And Stella, who's still around, she's the, bitch girl. And there was a name for the shame girl. So whenever that talking head would come up in my head and say, oh, that's really stupid, or she's really being bitchy, or I don't have to do that, or they're not telling the truth, or you're a big liar. All of that, those are voices in your head. And I decided to name them and kick them out onto my shoulders. I know that sounds crazy, but really and truly, it was such a gift to me, because suddenly whenever I would have that feeling of shame, I'd be like, uh-oh, there's Sheila, who shames me all the time. And it would be outside of me and I wouldn't feel it so much. And I would have Miss Doubtfire. Oh, there's Miss Doubtfire again. Why would I doubt myself? Is she telling the truth? Go away. I'd flick her off my shoulder. And then Stella, who's still around, so I keep her around because I think she actually protects me sometimes. But it's also, she reminds me that being unkind or bitchy or disrespectful, which is unacceptable in my book, in reality. So if I find myself feeling that, or that I've been disrespectful to someone, I really self-examine, where in the old days I would blow it off or feel shame. Two different ways of looking at it. So it's okay when you reach a certain age to actually look at things and get some clarity about it and not be afraid of it anymore. For me, these are times of am I wrong? Could I have done this differently? Am I okay with the outcome? Does it matter? Have my boundaries been, penetrated? Have I been unreasonable about this? And also, who is the most important person I need to honor in this? And by doing these kinds of thinking, somehow come on the other end of it far more educated, far more understanding and compassionate, and really feeling like I've honored myself. This is it. This is the time to really honor ourselves. After we hit 65, 70, suddenly we get to be who we are. I mean, we get to honor it. Not all people do. Some people just go grumpy and bitchy. And you try to talk to them and they don't want to talk to you. But that's a choice. And I know today that I am making that choice by finding ways to help others and empower others to step up and step in and live. Just no restraints anymore on other people's thinking about what you should and shouldn't do. No restraints. Just amazing times. Every minute every flower, every bird, every little deer out there. That's all for me. That's for us to live in our 4th season of our lives. Enjoy it. Make the best of it. Do whatever you want. Take walks. Take cruises. Or just stay home and plant stuff. Read good books. Love you dearly. Have an outstanding day.